Hello. Here I have some sugar dragon that last year I got a few, like three or four of those flowers, and now I got about 11 or 12. There are the little buds from the others that are coming out. This is when I first saw that the buds were all popping, and it's a bunch of them. Just one branch alone was having six of those buds. This one turned into a branch, but to my surprise, when I kept looking down, I kept seeing buds and more buds, and this one had five, three on the top and two on the side. I'm so happy that after 4 years of grafting this plant, I finally got more fruit than last year. And this is only the front. Now on the inside, that's an American Beauty. That's the first bud that came out. And I kept looking throughout the branches until I noticed that there were more. And this is just one branch that I split from four that I have. And here's the other bud. I split the branches into a separate pot, and that's when I noticed here another bud. This one I replanted last year, so it only took I guess more sun and a transplant to get some buds. That's my Connie Mayer in the middle bottom. This is more Sugar Dragon. That's a bud. Sorry for the recording, but I was getting poked with the thorns, and it's not a pleasant feeling. But see, there's more on this side of the branch, the one that already has four on the bottom. There's two more right there, and this is yeah, my Sugar Dragon still. Oh no, I'm sorry, Purple Haze. I've noticed there were some little buds coming out, but I don't pay attention until they're actually at least 5 days old. Here's my American Beauty. This is probably a take from like a week after I show you the first clip where they were barely popping out. Now after a week, they're growing really fast. I'm getting good sun this time around, and I'm so happy because this is the first time that I get buds from all the plants except for the golden yellow, which I'll show you in a minute. But you can see here the progress. They're growing really fast, and I'm mixing the takes in here from when they started growing to where they were growing bigger and bigger. So it's not just one take, it's just bits and pieces that I put together so that I don't confuse people with that. How come they look so small now and then so big in a few seconds? But I've been compiling the scenes in here. And this is my Purple Haze. The buds, this one, I was surprised because last year I got one plant, but I had no pollen, so the flower died. But this time I noticed that there's four on this branch alone, and they seem to be taking. That's already a weekend. They're not turning into branches. Here's the same branch, Purple Haze, a week later to show the progress of how they're growing, and I'm really happy because they look so bright green, and they're not turning yellow so far. But I know because it's the first time with four buds in one branch, I may lose a couple or maybe all of them. I don't know. I hope I've been feeding it enough nutrients to keep them going. And here it is, Sugar Dragon. This is about 3 weeks, I believe, or 3.5 after I showed the clips at the beginning when they were growing. So now here's about, there were five here, but that one didn't make it. So all those four took the energy, and that one just literally disappeared. Here's the one on the top and one on the side. All Sugar Dragon on this side. There's two more, and then at the end, two more. And what I'm gonna do is cross-pollinate. I'm not gonna let them use its own pollen. I'm gonna use my American Beauty. Excuse me, but here you can see this little one didn't make it because the others took the, I'm assuming, all the energy. It's really wobbly, so I'll wait until it gets more to the point where I could just rip it off instead of cutting it. But I'm gonna cross-pollinate from Sugar Dragon. I'm gonna use that pollen for these American Beauties that I'm gonna show you in a minute. I think I tried here taking it out again. I'm not sure. No, it's on another take. But here are my American Beauties, and I'm going to use this pollen from American Beauties to pollinate the Sugar Dragon. I'm going to cross-pollinate and collect those seeds to create new breeds. That one was the middle one was the last one, but it seems like it's growing at the same rate like that one. They're getting pretty big fast. And I'm just happy to share this with you guys. I know it's gonna be a long video, but instead of making you wait for week after week with different videos of the progress, the way it's going, I'm just gonna try to wait until literally harvesting, or at least some of them, to show you a quick process of how it took me almost since 2021. This is the second year I get some buds and more flowers. This is the sugar dragon. It took almost 20 days or 25, and these ones are about to open. I could already see it. By tonight they're gonna pop open. They're already getting puffy in the middle, and the top tips are already spreading open. This one came out after those, so that one's not gonna open tonight. Here's a little bud that unfortunately I let it grow, but because I guess there's no sun on that end, or maybe the energy was taken from the other plant, but it didn't make it. This is this is my American Beauty, part of the branch where the others are, and this one, it's my golden yellow, which I'm hoping I get some buds out of that. I haven't had any. That's my purple haze, also about 15-20 days, and they look pretty good so far, but the bottom one is not getting much sun, so we'll see in a couple of weeks. And here's just how the American Beauty is growing. They're getting really nice and big. Hopefully I get a decent weight on those, since I'm cross-pollinating, and that's supposed to help it get bigger than normal. And now it's about, I think it was like 6 or 7 when I started noticing that they were already opening. So by 9-10 o'clock they should be already ready to pollinate, and I'm gonna collect that pollen. But the smell, even though they haven't opened all the way, oh, here it is. That's when I just pulled it out instead of cutting it, but that one didn't make it. But I'm gonna collect the pollen from all of them, because my American Beauty, I think, is gonna open tonight as well, or maybe in a few days. But I will be able to have pollen from these sugar dragons, collect it and save it for the others. But look at this beauty. They're all really nice, and it's just an amazing aroma that I wish I could put it through the video so you guys could smell it and give me your opinion. But there's no other scent like this that I've smelled anywhere in the world. But it's really pleasant. So by tonight I'll show you some of the procedures that I did to collect the pollen, and here it goes. I was wearing a head flashlight, so with the phone in front of it, it was kind of blocking some of the flowers, but I kind of fixed it. But the aroma, it's unbelievable. It smells really nice. They're very beautiful. And some of my neighbors did notice. They sent me messages that they were wondering what kind of flowers they were, and I just told them it's the same plants that I've been showing them in the past, as far as sugar dragon and all those dragon plants. And here I'm not gonna do the whole process of collecting pollen, but I'll show you just a little bit of how I collect it and cover the stigma so that it doesn't get pollinated. See, I gotta put the stigma under the cup so that it doesn't get any pollen. But that's basically, I'm just showing you the process of just collecting the pollen. And I got plenty, so I got more for next year or in the few coming months, because there's more buds coming out on other plants. At least I hope. But my golden yellow is the one that I'm really, really trying to get at least 1 or 2 flowers out of that. And here, this one I did pollinate it with its own pollen, just a little bit, because I think it was 1, 2, I think 6 of these sugar dragons that opened up. So I don't remember, but I don't think my American Beauty opened, so I couldn't cross pollinate those, but the others I did. And here is my, what are these? I can't remember. I think it's my sugar dragon still. 2 more that opened up the next day, because they opened literally like 3 days in a row, and that's how I was able to get pollen from my American Beauty into the sugar dragon. Yeah, those 2 didn't open. The 2 on the far left did. And on this ones, I waited a few days, which they did open. Oh, here I lost another one. Out of these 2, that one didn't make it. but I believe there's another one at the end on the right. But I lost 2 so far. And that one I did pollinate with American Beauty because after those opened and I collected all the pollen, I did all cross pollination on those. The bud's still there, but eventually I think on another few days I think it just falls off. I bump into it and it falls off. This is my Connie Mayer. It looked like one bud was coming out of there, but it didn't make it because it came out all crooked and weird. So I think after 2 days it just dried out. Though I got 3 or 4 branches of my Connie Mayer, so hopefully I'll get one of those. And here's my American Beauty. I think this is 3 days after I collected the pollen from the Sugar Dragon that this one started opening. That's a Sugar Dragon on the top. Those 2 already did. The bottom left open. The one on the top was barely opening for that night. This night actually. And I think this one too. They open at the same time on the same night. There's my American Beauty. That one's getting puffy, so I know it's gonna open tonight. Because that's the one that came out first, and then the other 2. And I'm just gonna collect pollen and save as much as I can. And here's my Purple Haze update. There's 1, 2, and 2 more on the top. Those 2 are the ones that look strong, the strongest, and the bottom 2 hardly get any sun, so we'll see if those take all together, hopefully. Now here's my American Beauty. That was the same night, and that's a Sugar Dragon that opened. Oh, here's more Sugar Dragons. Those are the ones on the outside. So pretty much they all the ones in the front in my American Beauty opened up on the same nights, and that's when I cross-pollinated with each other. But the aroma, I'm telling you, if you guys, whoever has dragon fruit, they know what I'm talking about. And those of you who don't, believe me, it's a pleasant experience to smell them, seeing them. It's a beautiful flower. Flowers in this case. And this one is my golden yellow. It was a bud coming out, but it didn't make it, so it just turned into a branch. I heard of some people, and I've seen videos too, where they let it grow, and for some reason they grow the fruit on its own, but it takes a while. But I didn't want to bother with that, so eventually I'm going to just cut it off. This one is the American Beauty. The other one opened last night, which already closed, right there to your right, and the other 2 are in continuation to either flower soon or keep growing. This is just a view of all the same flowers I already show you, and then those 2 that made it, except for the one in the past scene, that the one that came off, but that one survived. And there's the Connie Mayer that kept growing, but it was in a weird shape, so it dried on its own. And here, see, it's turning yellow. That one's not gonna make it. It's a Sugar Dragon. But I'm happy. I got more flowers than last year. I'm really excited because for once they all have flowering around this time of year, which has started from June until now that I'm editing this video closer to it's August 20th, I believe, but since May and June they started popping up. That's my Purple Haze. And these ones, I could see that they're turning a little yellowish, so I don't think they're going to make it the bottom 2. But in size, they seem to be growing, but they're a little too loose already from the branch. They're wiggly, but I'm happy that at least with one, if one takes, I'll be happy with that. And on my next video, on my next take, I should be updating literally probably a week or 2 of filming up until now, and I'll keep you updated. And here's a quick update. That's my Purple Haze. Those 2 are staying strong. That one's already on its way out, and I already lost one, the one that was down here. just a quick update on this. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till it gets more weaker and I could just rip it off. I don't want to cut the branch off. Okay, keep it like that. And I'm gonna put some pollen so we could put it on the flower. Oh, can you smell it?
Yeah.
It smells really nice.
It does.
Okay. Oh.
Are you okay?
Put the light on the top if you can. Oh, I'm getting. But make sure you get the flower. Yeah, like that. With the other hand, hold on to me. Yeah, like. Keep it like that. Okay.
Scared if I drop your phone.
No, you're not gonna fall. Just. Oh, I smell it. It smells really nice.
I do too.
Okay. Let me see. Hold it, please. And this is already probably a week after when they were already ripe. See, I'm doing the wiggle test, and they're all literally ready. And I was waiting for them to turn red, but I think my assumption here is that when you cross pollinate, maybe Sugar Dragon doesn't turn its own color. And I was just waiting for that. And when I was checking right now, it's August 20th. They're literally the ones that came out first on the front. They're super wiggly. This one's still kind of hard, but there's no they're Sugar Dragon in its own. Usually they turn really red, a beautiful color on the outside before they turn ripe. But these ones are half green, actually more green than red, but they're literally ready. See, they're like super wiggly. No, le voy a dar esa grande. ¿Se la quiere comer ahorita? No. Entonces grábeme a mí, por favor.
A ver cómo sale la tuya.
Entonces venos a ver cómo sale esta. Aquí le dimos el corte. Sí, ya está bien.
Roja.
Bien lista, o sea, se cortó rápido. Aparte de que este cuchillo tiene buen filo.
De la pantalón.
Es negro. Sí, ya se estaban pasando. Las semillitas están como... ¿Cómo se dice? Germinando. ¿No quiere probarla?
Es que me acabo de tomar.
En lo que sí está bien buena, tiene como un poquito de sabor aquí, güey, si quiere. ¿No la quiere probar entonces?
Está ácido.
No está ácida.
Ah, está buena. Sí, pero ahorita no quiero. Está buena, pero me tengo fría, me la imagino que está mejor.
Pues sale. Soon after we tried the Sugar Dragon, I went inside to look at the others, and to my surprise, the American Beauty also didn't turn fully red, but it was super wiggly, which is ready. That's when you know another way to find out if it's ripe. So I decided to cut it. That's the first one. And I guess, I'm assuming, again, the cross-pollination has to do something with it, or the sun. I don't know, but I've never seen it. I haven't cross-pollinated because I never had so many flowers and plants coming out. Flowers fruiting. But see, half is red and the other half is green, but it's ready. It's not fully red as they usually come out, because the first ones that came out in 2021 from my American Beauty, they were fully red on the outside, even with a little bit of sun. And here it is. And it's really soft too, so I know it's more than ready. It's probably been ready for over a week or so. It waits pretty probably a half a pound if I gotta weigh it first. And I'm gonna show you here, since I already cut the American Beauty. This is what I usually do with when the flower dies out. I wait 3 days because that's when I know if it takes after pollination. This is a Connie Mayer, and I've been waiting for so many years, literally since 2021. It gave me 3 flowers last year, but I had no pollen, so they all just died. And this year so far it's given me only one, which is almost 20 days ago that gave me this flower. But after 3 days, if it takes, the bottom part stays green and the flower dies. And after 7 days, which will be today for this flower, that's when I cut the top off. But that's my first American Mayer. Sorry, my Connie Mayer. And I can't wait to taste it. I'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and thank you for watching this long video. Like and subscribe if you like. If not, thank you anyway for watching the video. Have a good day.